much. That's very nice of you. And how about that little mouse? As mice go, that was a good mouse. We had the elephant on Friday, and thank goodness that mouse wasn't here. That would have scared the elephant. So, did you have a good weekend, by the way? I did too. I bring it up because it's taken me a while to formulate what I did this past weekend. My friend went to this rock concert, and she wanted me to go with her. She invited me, and I never go out. I don't normally go. Everyone who knows me knows I never leave the house. And but my friend is in the scene, you know. She does all the things, and she's like, "You have to go. It's going to be this huge event." So I had to go. So but you know, it's Saturday night, which is never a good night to go out because it's Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, is on, and on PAX, and so I'm watching that. And there's the parking and the traffic and all that stuff because all the kids go out on Saturday night, and I don't want to have any of that. So anyway, she got me out by saying it's going to be quick. It's early. It's an early evening because nothing ever starts till late, as you know, when you go out. And so anyway, she said it starts at 8. It's over at 10. And so I thought, well, I can do that. And so I got there at 7, and because I'm always early, and I think, well, if it starts at 8, I should get there at 7. And so it's me and waitresses setting up, going test, test with microphones, and plus, and it's a hip thing. It's a hip event, and I had to dress. It's a rock concert, so what do I wear to a rock concert? I couldn't wear like a button-down shirt and a blazer, which is I normally wear that. So I wore a T-shirt and a blazer, and I was very rock and roll, and so. But the lineup, this is amazing. It was incredible. It was that the drummer from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Chad Smith, was the drummer. It was like an all-star band. Macy Gray was singing with them. Slash from the Guns N' Roses, and Mark McGrath, and all these people. And tattoos everywhere. Just everyone had tattoos. And so I was behind this guy, and his shirt was off, and it was that kind of place. And so he's wearing like these baggy Dickies, and his back was covered with tattoos. So I'm reading his back, and I was almost to his butt when he turned around. So I'm staring at his butt when he turned around, and it was like the lead singer from Fuel or Propane or some energy source band. And so he turns around and looks at me, looking at his butt, and he went, "You rock!" You know, you couldn't hear because the music was really loud. But, and you know, I just went, "You too!" Like, I don't know, so. And then, so anyway, it was this whole, I don't know what the point of it is, but I guess the point of the story is, so I'm out, and I just want to leave because now it hasn't started at 8. It didn't start on time, which they said it would. And it's like 9 o'clock, and it still hadn't started, and I'm trying to leave, and Macy Gray, who's been on the show, and I love Macy, sees me, and she's like, "You're not leaving, are you?" That wasn't her, wait. That's not how she talks. But, you know, she's got that voice where she's just like, "Oh, I'm going to be on in 15 minutes. Wait, I was doing it better earlier. That's so not her. But anyway, and I said, "No, Macy, I'm so tired. I really have to go." And she, like, pulled me by my lapels because she was seated and I was standing up, and we were still about the same height. She's very tall. And so she pulls me and she goes, "I'm on in 15 minutes. Come on, you can't go now." Something like that. It's better. So anyway, so I stayed for Macy, and she was amazing. And then I tried to leave again, and then Linda Perry, who's the singer from Four Non Blondes, and she produced Pink's album, and she's amazing. Then Linda Perry says, "You're not leaving, are you?" And I'm like, "No, I really have to go." And she said, "I'm up next, and I'm singing A Whole Lotta Love from Led Zeppelin." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I got to stay and see that." Anyway, so I stayed the entire evening, and so by the end of the evening, I'm on stage. Somehow I get on stage. I'm on the side of the stage. And Billy Idol and Slash and Slash, who, by the way, you know, the guitar player with all the hair from Guns N' Roses, really sweet guy, really nice, and came up to me and talked, and "Hey, Slash." And so, so anyway, I'm on the side of the stage, and everyone, the place is going wild, and they're all like rocking out to Billy Idol, you know. And I'm doing the whole Billy Idol thing, and I'm like, jump like that. And everybody everybody's doing this thing with their hands, because I realized I mostly kept my hands down on my side, like I was river dancing or something, you know. In the midnight hour, baby, and my hands are just straight down on my head. But anyway, everybody's doing signs of whatever this is, and I don't know what they're doing, so I didn't want to risk it, because, you know, one means I love you, and one means, this is Nanu Nanu, I know that. And this is Hang Loose, which I didn't want to, and then this is Call Me, and so this, I think, is Taxi, and this is like 2 more drinks, and so basically what happened is I had a huge bar tab, because I kept doing that, and then Slash called me this morning, so, and there were photographers, the whole front row was photographers, and I was like on the side of the stage, so I know that somewhere a picture's gonna show up of like Slash and Billy Idol and everybody rocking out and me just back there going. I think I'm gonna bring lip syncing back to daytime. Tony?
Hello.
Do you go out clubbing? Do you do that?
Not as much as I used to, but I do once in a while. Yeah, I still do. I still like to go out. Yeah.
And now, like, when you go out to these things, what time do you go out?
Well, if I'm playing there, I get there at around 10. If I'm going out just to dance, I'll get there at like 11:30.
11:30?
Yeah.
And then what time do you come home?
We'll finish the club at 2 in LA and then probably go get something to eat afterwards.
You go to get something to eat at 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
What about all the parking and the traffic?
You deal with it. It's just one night out, you just do it.
And eating at 2 a.m.?
Yeah, I know that.
I can't, I eat, I swear, I've got to move to Florida because I eat at 5:30 at night. And nothing opens here until like 6 or 6:30. I'm ready to eat at 5:30. I want my supper and I want to go to bed.
I know. By the time you get out of the place, you're like hungry and you want to grab something to eat and you don't want the night to end, but the clubs are closed, so you go get it.
I'm too old for that nonsense now. I was fun. It was really fun, but I don't know. I can't do it.
Oh, well,
But it was really fun.
You sound like you had a blast.
And I'm paying for it. I'm tired. Very, very tired. But I'm excited because just coming here every day, and the audience always gives me energy. And the show is great. You know, Brendan Fraser, who is the sweetest, cutest, most talented. He's been in so many, like Gods and Monsters, George of the Jungle, The Mummy. He has all these diverse roles, and he's a great guy. Brendan's here, and also. When I say Uncle Jesse, you say Full House, right? And he was Uncle Jesse on Full House. John Stamos is now. We got to do something about his looks, but he's a really talented guy. And he's on Broadway now, starring in 9, which it looks amazing. And also, yesterday, my PA, Jeff, his search for love continues. We had the girls performed a talent show, which was, I enjoyed it. And then Jeff reduced the number of girls from 4 to 3. So later on, we're going to be playing Ellen's dating game to determine which of the final 3 will stay. One must leave, sadly. We never do it on the air. We just gently don't let them back on. And that's kinder, we think. And, but as sad as all that is, the good news is I really want to thank everybody. My book, I said this last week, my book debuted at number 8 on the New York Times bestsellers list. Thank you. Now, so it's doing well here. You know, they start with the book here, and then they go internationally. And the first country to pick up my book was Thailand. Just bought my book, and so kapung ka to them. That's thank you in Thailand. Kapung ka. That's all I know is thank you so far. And everybody is getting my book on CD. You can listen to it in the car. You know how sometimes they sue like musicians because they're listening to really fast music and they wreck and they blame it on the musician, or people are gonna laugh and crash into things because they're listening to my CD, and So now, and also this, you know, we've been the third and final Makeover Madness is this Thursday. And if you haven't seen it before, a viewer is given the opportunity to give me a makeover. And so first we had the New York makeover. Look at that. That was me. That was the Texas. Then I had the Texas makeover. So, and this time we're doing a LA makeover, and I don't know what that looks like exactly, but we'll find out Thursday what the. I'm in LA. It seems like this would be it, but I don't know. There's so many different looks, and that's what we're experiencing, that there isn't really a certain look, but we're trying it. So, you know, and also, you know you're doing something right when your name is the answer on one of the puzzles of Wheel of Fortune. Because I don't know if you know this, but when we get into the business, I speak for all celebrities, it's not really about the sports cars or the big fancy houses. It really is about being an answer of a puzzle of Wheel of Fortune. So look, this is amazing. Look at this clip, and let's see what Vanna's wearing on. This was last week, and the contestants actually.
Proper name.
All right.
It's time for our first.
That's all they had. They had proper name, and here they go. 2,500. That's good. All right, she's excited.
All right.
What is she gonna guess?
R.
R. I've got an R.
$2,500.
That's right. Go ahead. Guess it.
400.
N.
And
There
that's
are
good
some
one.
N's, 3 of them.
K.
All right. She just touches the thing. Now, Vanna doesn't turn anything around.
You know what? There's 7 E's, oddly
Look at
enough.
that.
in
A bunch
this
of E's.
proper name.
Go ahead. Guess it.
Maybe a proper name record. All right, you
How
have almost
clear could it be?
$3,500. What do you want to do?
Look at that. But no, I'm really impressed because they got it, I think, right after this.
C.
There is a
There's a
C.
C.
Yes.
All right.
Gonna solve the puzzle.
You
Look at
are.
it.
Go ahead.
Comedian Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, Vanna, she's got a good job. She doesn't even turn anything over anymore. She just touches it. Is she a witch now? I haven't watched in a while. Pretty soon she's going to be on a people mover, one of those segways just going back and forth. That's a good job. And she was the first celebrity I saw when I moved to Los Angeles. I was in a restaurant, and Vanna White was at the next table. And look at this, full circle. I think I'm done. This is really, that's it. All right, I'm very excited about the show. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, Brendan Fraser is right here. We'll be right back.